How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music since I was 10. I made my first song in the fifth grade.
Is that when you first realized that this was your passion?
Yeah, I've been loving music for a long time. Since I was itty bitty, I've been loving music.
When did you actually record your first song?
I made my first song when I was 10 years old.
Okay. You remember what it was called?
It was a freestyle, actually.
It's a freestyle.
Yeah.
When did you really figure out that you wanted to pursue music seriously? Because I heard that you were a pretty good basketball player, and most kids want to play in the NBA, so that's kind of a transition there.
Well, I knew that since a young age. I always loved music, and I love basketball too. But at the same time, if you ask me which one would I choose, I'll choose music. And I just happened to be good at basketball, so I ended up getting a scholarship. So that's how that went. But I always knew that I wanted to pursue my music.
Do you still play basketball now?
No, I'm retired.
You're retired.
Yeah.
No plans on going to the NBA anymore?
No, I'm retired.
No, you're retired, strictly retired. All right. I know that you're operating as independent and you're really investing in yourself right now. So what are your plans with that? How are you going about that?
Um, Almost everything I get, whether it's the return, I always put back in my music. So if I do something, for example, and I get 500 from it, like a feature or something like that, I put it right back into the project. And then on the side, everything that I get, I just invest into the project.
Who are your top favorite artists?
Gucci and Kevin Gates.
Gucci and Kevin. If you could pick one to work with, who would you pick with and why?
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I'm gonna have to say, damn, I don't want to do Gucci like that, but I'm probably gonna have to go with. I'm probably gonna have to go with Gates right now.
Okay.
Cause my boy locked up. If
Yeah.
Gucci wasn't locked up, then I choose Gucci.
Gucci.
But Gates, I can get to him right now.
Okay, well, Kevin Gates is a fairly new artist. So, growing up, who would you say was your biggest influence as an artist growing up?
I'm gonna say Gucci,
Gucci.
Plies, Bootsy, Yo Gotti, Jeezy. Anything trap, anything gutter, like I was rocking with it.
So that was definitely something you were listening to every day.
Absolutely.
Great. Do you feel a certain pressure that C. Wakeley is your father? Like the bar is pretty high there because he goes pretty hard with what he does. Do you feel as though that you have to go even harder, or it's more difficult for you, being that he goes hard? Because I know he has to expect a certain level of production from you, being
Yeah.
his son.
Yeah, I don't really feel no pressure because either way, if he was my pops or not, I'ma still go hard. I'ma still, make the best music I can and still invest and do the things that I need to do to be successful. Like either way. But as far as feeling pressure, I don't feel pressure. It's just regular. You know what I'm saying?
Is he one of your biggest motivators? Is he, one of somebody that inspires you in this industry?
Absolutely. He's my best friend on earth.
Oh, that's
For
so
sure.
cute.
Yeah, for sure.
I really enjoyed your first album, Truth Be Told. I thought it was great. What was your reasoning behind doing your first release as an album instead of a mixtape?
I did it as an album because I just felt like the music on there was more like album material instead of being a mixtape. Mixtape, I feel like you just making a project to feed the streets. You know what I'm saying? Just not necessarily just throwing it out there and not putting effort into it, but an album, the music is, I feel like it's elevated. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose to do an album instead of mixtape.
Good music is pretty hard to find, so I think by coming out with an album instead of a mixtape, you were pretty confident in the music that you had to release.
Yeah, I was really confident in it. I worked on it for probably about 7 or 8 months before I dropped it. So I was really confident in calling it an album.
The Tiffany record was definitely one of my favorites. Maybe because it was so hot and heated. Not
Yeah.
quite sure. Is that something that you speak on or care to elaborate on, or?
Well, the Tiffany song on my album, it was it was one of my favorites. Just 'cause I say I bled on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I poured everything out and just given the experiences that I went through. Tiffany is a name like I came up with. A lot of people ask me, is that really a person or who is Tiffany? You know what I'm saying? It's just a name that I came up with. But I was thinking about an individual when I made the song.
A
which
lot of
I'm
rappers.
not going.
Yeah, it's
I
fine. A
ain't
lot
gonna
of
get
a
into
lot
that.
of rappers have actually done that, such as Tupac with Brenda's, got a baby,
Hmm.
and formulated. I believe they have somebody in mind when they do that, and then they articulate a lot of different situations that have went on with them and a particular person or whatever the case may be, experiences they've had, and kind of put that into a song that way. Is that sort of something you did there?
Yeah, I went along those lines. Like I said, I had an individual in mind who we not gonna speak of. I'm pretty sure she know who she is, but
You know who you are.
she know who she is. But I don't know. I think I came up with Tiffany because the beat was called Tiffany, so that's how I came up with it. And then I just went that direction, thinking about a female that I had, dealings with.
Yeah. All right. You dropped a song more recently called Applenography,
Hmm.
which was so creative and unique. How did you come up with that?
I came up with it one night. Me and my brother was just in the studio, and I'm just in there joking around and just thinking of something, a catchy lingo that we can use. And I was just telling him like, bro, if a girl send you naked pictures to your iPhone, and that's an Apple product, like that's Applenography. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we came up with the term Applenography, and I just decided to call the song that.
Applenography. You might want to get that patent.
App-
You
Hey,
might want to get that patent. Patent on the way, coming soon.
just know that I did it first. 100 did it first. So
It was done here first, and we
Anybody-
got it on camera.
anybody trying to steal the sauce, know 100 did it first. That's what I gotta say.
Hey, how do you feel like you can contribute to the rap game, and are you confident your fan base will continue to grow with you?
Um, I feel like I can contribute to the rap game because I'm just real and raw. Like everything I talk about, I did or I seen. I don't talk about things that I haven't done or I haven't seen. If I haven't did those things, I'm gonna talk about it in third person. So that's either something I saw from like a third person party. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like my fan base is gonna continue to grow. Each day I see things, whether that's somebody recognizing me when I'm out or somebody hit me on the internet from a new place, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere that's not home. I just know that it's gonna continue to grow, and I don't try to rush and get fans. I just get fans one at a time. Because if you get one fan, say I get a fan in Tampa, I give somebody my CD, I get a fan of him, he gonna tell his homeboys 3 or 4 more people. So I just try to get one fan at a time because that's gonna bring you 3 or 4.
Right. I think fans definitely identify with the fact that it's real life experiences that you're going through or have went through. When you can speak from personal experience, I think they relate to that. I think they're definitely able to relate to that. So by making that production of, okay, this is where you were, this is where you are now, or this is what you've been through, and this is where you don't want to go back to, or speaking about stuff that you actually went through, it will help your fans identify with you more, and they will be more susceptible to grow with you because of that.
Absolutely, they can relate. I feel like they can relate to me.
Yeah. On your free time outside of music, what are some things that you like to do?
The perfect day for me, since I be moving around so much and I'm not really a person that gotta be out and about, I would just say just in the house, chilling with my brothers and sisters, whether that's playing a video game, watching TV, just chilling, talking to them, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really gotta be out.
Do you have any hobbies or activities you like to do besides music? And not basketball because you're retired.
Um, That's about the only thing. Other than that, I'm just chill. I just chill, you know what I'm saying?
What are 3 things that you like to have when you're recording?
3 things. I need a brisk. I need a pink lemonade brisk. I need a bag of Doritos, nacho cheese, the spicy or the regular, and my phone.
Your phone.
That's all I need.
The Doritos don't dry you out.
Nah, that's why I got the pink lemonade. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
What is the process when you're recording a song?
Well, the first thing I do is I put on the beat. If automatically when it come on, if I don't hear nothing, it don't make me bop, an idea doesn't spark instantly, like I know that's not the beat. I don't force beats. But my process is I just listen to it. I get the idea. If I'm at home recording in my own studio, then I freestyle it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on nobody else's time. So I just spit some, think, spit some. You know what I'm saying? Until I got the whole song down. But if I paid for the studio and I'm on daytime, when I go, I already have it wrote.
Is it certain kind of beats that you look for that you're more inclined to rap over?
Um, I like trap beats.
Trap beats.
Trap beats. Bass hitting hard, snares clapping. You know what I'm saying? That's usually my preference. And girl songs.
Girl
I
songs.
love doing girl songs.
What's your favorite social media and why?
My favorite social media is Snapchat. By far, like hands down. It used to be Instagram, but Snapchat now.
Why is it Snapchat? Hopefully not because what
Yeah,
Gucci was saying.
You know what Gotti
Hopefully
said.
not because what? Yeah, not Gucci Gotti. Hopefully not because Gotti was saying.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to go with Snapchat. It's more personal. You know what I'm saying? Get up close and personal. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that you talk about your Uncle Lee a lot and what he stood for and how he got life. What are your viewpoints on that? What's one thing that he stood for? What's one thing that you know stands out to you the most about?
He was just a solid individual. He didn't fold. He didn't snitch. He could have easily did that and came home. You know what I'm saying? But we waiting on the appeal and hopefully. Well, nah, I know for a fact he coming home. God gonna bring him home. You know what I'm saying? It's God's will, and I believe God gonna bring him home.
Have you made a song about what he went through or your viewpoints based upon that, or have you thought about making a song?
Not like a whole song about him, but I mention him in a lot of my songs. If you listen to my songs, you'll hear his name in there a lot, but I haven't made like a whole song about him. And right now I can't even talk to him because phone restrictions. He got in a little trouble, so I ain't hear from him in like 2 months. I'm waiting for him to get his phone privileges back. So I love you, bro.
What are your goals? Where do you see yourself a year from now? Where do you hope to be a year from now?
A year from now, I hope to be. I hope that my fan base has grown a lot. I hope to be considered when people talk, be considered with the top 5 rappers in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And overall, I want to be a global artist, but it takes steps. You know what I'm saying? But by next year, I want to be when they talk, I want to be in the top 5.
Yeah. You got to speak it into existence.
Absolutely.
Faith. So within the next year, as you're expanding outside of Alachua County,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you're wanting to expand outside of Florida as well. You know, what do you plan on doing to make that happen?
I look forward to just keep grinding, keep investing in myself, keep doing the grassroots promotions. You know what I'm saying? And just continue to work hard. And I know hard work has to pay off. You know what I'm saying? Just a law of probability. I keep doing it, time after time, being consistent with my music, being consistent with my grind, my work. It got to pay off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you heard it here first, interviewing with 100. We will see him back a year from now, and hopefully he'll be on those charts by then. Thank you.